Hi, I'm Annie Cowart. I am the Senior Vice President of Customer and Sales Enablement at Shaw Industries. This year, I am preparing for 2024 by first reflecting on 2023. At Shaw, this year has been a year of learning, a year of changes, a year of refocusing, and really embracing our new residential strategy. Some of the things we're doing to prepare for 2024 is really thinking about that brand differentiation. Probably heard us talk about that in a few different instances, but really taking our product portfolio and focusing on the right products with the right brands with the right stories. So definitely more to come, but that's definitely the work that we're preparing right now. Customer experience, that is something we're really focused on. As you join some of our markets in January, look forward to seeing some of you there. You're going to see some immersive experiences. That is something that we really feel is going to be important to connect you to our brands, to our products. So that's something we're really focused on preparing. The other thing you'll see there is some really engaging training that has been tailored specifically for our customer base. We know that 2024 is going to be faced with some different headwinds, and we want to make sure that you guys are prepared and our customers are prepared, and that we create a great partnership of learning together. The last thing that I'm really focused on preparing is this new enablement team. So what our enablement team is going to be focused on is really ensuring that our sales team is out there and has as much time possible to spend with our customers. So what are we doing in the back to try to take as many things off of our salespeople so they can spend time with our customers, selling, engaging, growing the business together. From an outlook perspective, I would say my outlook is really positive. I think that there are so many things that we can really embrace together in 2024. Focus together on elevating and refining carpet. It's such an important category to all of us. And really continuing to accelerate hard surface. So I know that there's going to be challenges. I think we're all very aware of the challenges that are facing us in the next year, but this is an opportunity for us to really rebuild, refocus, and grow together. So I have a very positive outlook for 2024 and looking forward to getting started. Hope you all have a happy holidays and look forward to seeing many of you soon. Thanks.
Hey everybody, my name is Ryan Dunn. I'm the co-president and CEO of Alliance Flooring. Our retail brands are Carpets Plus Color Tile, Carpetland USA, and Floorco. You know, prepping for 2024 is interesting. I think can give us a challenge. While thinking about it. Election year. We know the world events and the things that are happening in Israel, and I feel that though we can fixate on those things, that can put us in a jail cell for being able to really truly walk forward in what is for us. And so as we plan for 2024, I'm very optimistic. I want to align myself with people and with others that are looking towards the light. They're looking towards the end. And I know that they're ready to go to battle and whatever that may look like. So as we prep, what Kevin and I are doing are just aligning ourselves and making sure that we're keeping people that are tight with us, that have an optimistic mindset, that are looking to move business forward, and that are not looking at the doom and gloom of the world events that we could be staring in the face. So we're very optimistic, and I'm excited and joining with people that are like-minded to start walking this ground together.
Hi, it's Raj with MSI. Our outlook on 2024 is very similar to the way 2023 was. We don't see the macro economy really turning around significantly, at least through the first 3 quarters of 2024. It's going to take quite a bit for interest rates to get to the point to spur home sales, and we don't really see that happening in the next 9 months or so. And due to that, we expect the year to be flat for the floor covering industry. What are we going to do about that? Well, we've moved to a no excuses, no bureaucracy, get it done attitude. It's imperative that we help consumers work with our retailers who ultimately work with us to get our products or the retailer's products into their homes as soon as possible with the least amount of friction possible. The way we do that is we will spend quite a bit of investment dollars on inspiring the consumer to really see the innovation and the aesthetics that can be brought to their home. The good news is with the slowdown in overall home sales, the consumer is going to stay in their home longer. Number two, the average age of the housing stock in the US is 40 years. This is going to force a revolution in remodeling. And it is our job to make it easy on the consumer to see all the choices they have, all the upgrades they can make, and bring the most revolutionary products that allow the consumer to have the most beautiful home possible. We will continue to add product categories and products to our portfolio and invest in logistics heavily, again, to reduce the friction for the ultimate consumer. Thanks.
Hello, I'm Michael Martin, President and CEO of the National Wood Flooring Association and Hardwood Floors Magazine. We're going to talk a little bit today about 2024. In fact, we just got off the phone with an economist doing a podcast this morning who told us that 2024 is going to look a lot like 2019 overall. And that's really good because in 2019, housing was at its all-time high. So even though housing may seem down from COVID levels, we're still not looking at a bad economy going into housing overall. Now, that may not be true maybe in the first quarter and second quarter, but heading into the third quarter, things should resume normal just in time for building season. So now let's take a look at wood flooring specifically. Let's start at a macro level with the entire hardwood industry. Pre-COVID, our legislative partner, the Hardwood Federation, conducted an economic study to provide data about the U.S. hardwood industry. The study found that the industry employs more than 1.8 million people and contributes more than $348 billion to the U.S. economy annually. At a micro level, let's break those numbers down to get a better picture of the economic impact of just the wood flooring market. More than 46,000 jobs are supported by the U.S. hardwood flooring industry. These jobs include manufacturing, distribution, installation and repair, retail sales, and other related functions. More than $4 billion is contributed to U.S. gross domestic product by the hardwood flooring industry. Finally, more than $8.7 billion in economic output is contributed by the U.S. hardwood flooring industry. This chart illustrates historical U.S. flooring sales starting back in 1995. As you can see, sales grew steadily for about a decade until 2007. The low point in 2009 is when the United States experienced a housing recession. Sales grew again for the next 8 years until a 3% decline in 2018. Then the market dropped by 12% in 2019 and another 7% during the pandemic. But for 2021, the wood flooring market rebounded considerably, finishing at about $3 billion, an annual increase of nearly 23%. We did see a dip of that in 2022, and we expect to end 2023 down another 3 to 5%, which would put us back to historic levels in 2019, as we talked about. These figures seem to align with the financial outlook received from NWFA's investment advisor this quarter. You can see the full report in the October-November issue of Hardwood Floors Magazine. Financial experts are predicting a potential mild recession in the late half of 2023 going into the early part of 2024. Interest rates are expected to remain volatile. If inflation stays high, rates will increase. If a recession occurs, rates will decrease. However, as I noted in the beginning, the Federal Reserve gave a nod this week that interest rates will be cut further in 2024, up to 3 times. That said, even at 5.25% interest rate, remains the highest it's been in 20 years. For bonds, rates will decrease from the highest rates they've seen since the early 2000s. China is expected to increase its economic activity now that the COVID-19 is not a major concern, which will impact economic activity in other countries. After reaching a 20-year high last September, the U.S. dollar is decreasing in value, but it is important to note that 90% of global foreign currency transactions involve the dollar. As always, diversification of assets is the key to limiting financial risk. Let's take a look at the NWFA manufacturer's perspective. Based on the current uncertainty about the economy, NWFA's manufacturer members responded to NWFA's 2024 Industry Outlook Survey with cautious optimism. 41% of manufacturers said they expected their sales of wood flooring products to be up somewhat, 3 to 7%. About a fifth of manufacturers expect sales to increase significantly, 8% or more. In terms of product demand, NWFA members expect demand to increase for engineered products, factory finished products, longboards, and wide planks. Demand is expected to be down significantly for hand scrape floors, while engineered composite, solid, and unfinished product demand is expected to be decreasing or flat. NWFA members also report that product preferences are shifting significantly as well. Today, 4/5 of the flooring being installed by NWFA members is plank, measuring 3 inches or wider. Of that, 4/5, or 38%, is 3 inches to 5 inches wide, while 45% is greater than 5 inches wide. Less than 5% of the flooring being installed today is strip flooring. Here's a look at the expected demand by species as well. The green line represents more demand, the yellow line represents less demand, and the blue line represents no change in demand. On this slide, sales for all species listed are expected to be flat. The same can be seen here, with the exception of red oak and white oak. Red oak demand is expected to increase by about 45%, while demand for white oak is expected to increase by nearly 70%. There are several new finish opportunities to make red oak look more familiar to the hot trend of white oak, which are causing part of the demand increase for red oak. Color preferences are shifting as well. The yellow areas represent expectations of decreased demand, and we're seeing this for looks in white, dark, and gray. They're gone. At the same time, there is an expectation that there will be a significant increase in demand for natural wood colors, as well as matte sheens. Finally, we asked NWFA members if competition from wood look-alike products were having a negative impact on the sales of real products. It was no surprise that nearly 70% responded yes. Data from the 2024 U.S. Floor Report aligns with NWFA member feedback. This chart shows total U.S. wood flooring sales by width. Today, 70% of U.S. wood flooring sales are for boards measuring more than 2.5 inches wide. This trend is expected to continue. Product type is evolving as well, with engineered wood flooring products continuing to gain market share. Today, 68% of the total wood flooring market is engineered wood. Also trending are wood products that show natural characteristics. This includes things like knotholes, mineral streaks, and natural color variation. In past decades, these natural growth characteristics were considered undesirable, but today the exact opposite is true, and wood products are being selected based on their natural growth characteristics, will not be duplicated with wood look-alike products. Also aligned with the NWFA member survey results are species sales trends. U.S. species sales continue to favor oak. Today, red and white oak grown in the U.S. account for more than 2/3 of total wood flooring sales. And finally, let's finish with finishes. Finishes are trending to more natural looks as well. Those with less shine are preferred by U.S. consumers, while natural oils and matte water-based finishes being the most popular choices. I hope this presentation has been helpful for you to plan to increase your hardwood sales in 2024. Happy New Year.